One Turn Miao, starting off right. Welcome to my new One Turn series, where we break down the starting armies, opening battles, and onboarding decisions for legendary lords in a tight, fast package. Today we're starting with Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon, because her recent starting army changes give her a very interesting opening hand. Let's get to it. With her starting alchemist brought into the army, she now has 2 peasant long spearmen, 2 jade warriors, 2 jade crossbows, the starting celestial crossbows, and sky junk, and 2 Nan Gau Grenadiers. She doesn't really need the Grenadiers for the actual turn 1 battles, but let's experiment. Normally I try to get people to think outside the box formation, but with Miao, it's actually the best thing you can do to start. Modifications to that. Pull your long spearmen to the back. There's only 1 enemy archer unit, but taking losses for nothing does you no good. There's no cavalry of note to deter. I put Nan Gau Grenadiers in the center of my line, Jade Warriors on the flanks. I said of note, but there is a unit of Peasant Horsemen. It's just that by moving Miao out, I dampen the charge, and the fact Jade Warriors are that armored will make it difficult for mere Peasant Horsemen to actually succeed against them before your missile fire wrecks them. But I never said this was a perfect guide, it's just a good guide. I had the Sky Junk focus fire the archer unit because that's what could realistically hurt me. You know, slightly. You still have 3 crossbow units, 1 a tier 5 one, firing from the rear, and so the Grenadiers feel like overkill, but that's okay. I experimented with Miao in dragon form with the intention of seeing how the knockdowns meshed with the grenades, but anyway, all that crossbow fire was doing friendly fire to Miao. She could take it, but it's not perfect. Grenadiers did fine for padding the damage when things got close for about 2 seconds. The enemy units broke quickly under the combined fire. Miao cannot do her transformation into a dragon if the battle is already won. You can transform back to human form and Earthblood yourself, and that's exactly what I did. The settlement battle is against slightly more units and no Lord Magistrate. I tried to prioritize the missile units and to actually start using my Alchemist's Searing Doom on clumps of enemies. Enjoy the show. I'll rejoin you post-battle. Okay, that looked easy. What I do is occupy, since the gold gains of sacking are super minimal and I'm suspicious of remaining movement points, and I don't need any penalties to province control. Even though I have 2 Grenadiers, Miao's personal bonuses are catering to Iron Hail Gunners and Crane Gunners specifically, so I'm upgrading the Jade building and building the Gunpowder building in Nan Gau. I'm also building the Peasant Horseman building in the Minor Settlement, because those units are what I want to build on the next turn, because we need some speed options. Oh, I got the Jade Warrior +3 recruit rank item drop. Nice luxury. Now I look over some compass options and convoys too. Oh, and I start researching Yin battle techs immediately. We want missile units buffed, okay? Compass, I put it to the magic boosting one. Why? Because I'm going to be fighting Cathay factions in the first 11 turns. If I have Ancestral Warriors enabled, they can use that against me. That's bad. The Bastion buff is best done for your second choice later, and the Corruption one is nice later too, with a Comet Summons when maxed. And I don't want Rebel Cathay factions using that against me either, so I'll do that another time. For Trade Convoy, there's other ways to play it, but I did the safe choice and went straight to Castle Drakenhof because the Von Karstein Blade puts regeneration on Miao, and despite the fire weakness that creates, free healing is free healing, and that includes worry-free healing. Since I got the item for it, no thought Jade Warrior ×2 recruitment is just fine at this point. It's all the front line I'll need for a long while. And that's it. This was One Turn Miao, and I hope it gives you some insight in a contained package. Take care, and have fun with Miao's combined arms concept: rockets, plus crossbow bolts, plus grenades, plus one girl front line.